Hey guys, Noel here, and it is Friday night, and after a long week of teaching, I thought it would be fun to do a live stream for our beloved YouTube channel. Actually, remote teaching is, at least thus far, going really well, and I would like to thank all of you out in YouTube land for helping make the transition to digital teaching super easy, at least for thus far. Because I'm so used to doing live streams where I check the chat, check the real world, check the chat, check the real world, and interacting with all kinds of people that I don't actually have right in front of me, but get to build nice relationships with. So teaching now has kind of become a live stream, and I like it, so far at least. So last live stream we were playing the PSP, and I bought a nice little thing the other day, which is a component to HDMI converter for the PSP. Now I was kind of panicking and thinking that it didn't work, and actually it does not work on our 4K television, which is actually what I bought it for. And I think that's probably because I want to say the native resolution on this thing, maybe 1080p or the 4K level, doesn't know how to quite handle the PSP component. But you know what does? Our nifty gateway monitor, and that is what we are going to be continuing to play our PSP on. Now, we are not going to be limited to the PSP. I was starting to fall asleep when I was playing the PSP on the last stream, so I did want to kind of end that PSP run a little more lucidly, as opposed to just playing Rystar and literally just start banging my head into a wall. And then I'm like, you know what, guys, I'm just going to go to bed. So we'll play a little bit more PSP, then we'll shift to something else if we want to, or we can just keep playing the PSP. I did, and this might be an interesting thing to stream a little bit of, we do a lot of Sega Genesis streaming, and I did actually, hey, Mr. Sinister, ooh, Instagram Live. What is Instagram Live? I don't even know what that is, man. I'm all kinds of boomer. So yeah, I do have the @Game Sega Genesis, which might be interesting to stream off of just a little bit, because I have done some reviews of this on the channel, and that might be fun to take a look at, because I do think it is an underrated console. I think it's been rightly overshadowed by the newer Sega Genesis and Sega Mega Drive Minis, which have really, really good emulation quality and really good build quality. But the @Games later generation Sega Genesises, or Sega Genesi, I guess if you want to say, same thing as this, but on IG. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm intrigued. Can I sync up can I share that to YouTube? That sounds interesting. I mean, I definitely an attractive lady, but an attractive lady instead of you. Wait, what? Think the same thing as this, but on IG. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna be one of those Instagram thoughts. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Set some thirst traps. That's what I'm gonna do right there, and really accumulate a lot of followers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to guilt them into giving me money. Right there. That's what I'm going to do. And then maybe some of them will actually like getting insulted. And I'll be the next Pokemon. That's a dream worth dreaming right there. You know what I did when I started this stream is that I forgot to grab my stand. I call it Jefferson Starship. No, actually, it's not a JoJo stand. It's my camera stand right there. I don't even know what my JoJo stand would be. I'd want to say like Rick Astley, but that doesn't sound right for a stand. Astley? Don't judge me. Human League. How about Human League? I'm trying to think of a good JoJo stand. Like, White Snake's already been taken. Pet Shop has already been taken. Aha. Maybe Aha. Maybe that would be my JoJo stand. Aha. Actually, I think that's good. I joined her OnlyFans, and I don't do that. I'm happily married, so I'm not going to join anyone's OnlyFans. Because my wife is, I'm her only fan. I don't mean that in a bad way. That other people like her besides me. Uh, but I'm just gonna stop talking right now. But Francine from ECW, she had an OnlyFans, and if I was not married, I would probably consider. No, actually, I wouldn't, because there's no point. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. It's all good in the hood. It is definitely good to want to patronize someone who is that you are a fan of and want to see succeed. So, and if she just so happens to show you some skin, all the better. So cool. So last live stream, I was falling asleep playing Rystar at the end of it. And I was saying before you got here, man, I got this nifty device. Now, I thought that this did not work when I got it. You're nicer than Francine. Francine's mean? I didn't know that Francine was mean. I saw her do some shoot interviews, and she seemed very nice. But, everyone's nice when they're getting paid money to talk. So, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. That, have you seen Francine be mean? Or is she just are you talking about her heel persona? Where she beats people with her heels. And is a wrestling heel, too. So, either way, that's some good stuff to at least interact with Francine on some level. We've got JoJo on here. We actually finished season 5 on Pluto TV, so now we're back to Jonathan Joestar in Victorian England. I don't know if it's your influence on me, but Ross crossed the line. Rick Ross, she's nice, you're nice. There we go. Why are you now pissed off about Rick Ross throwing shade at Terry Crews, or is he complaining again about other things? Rick Ross is super talented. He needs to stop virtue signaling though. Just I don't know. Just be a big fat cool guy and be happy. All right. And put 50 Cent in his place, because he unlike me and Francine is not nice. But when he's got the right producer, he produces a quality song. Not as good as Ja Rule though, but that's that's a discussion for another time. Ooh, it's Sonic 2. Let's position our camera like so. And we'll grab ye old PSP. Wait, what about Megan Thee Stallion? He is opening his mouth about Troy Lannis. I don't even know this story. And the Megan Thee Stallion thing. All I know about Megan Thee Stallion is she's on WAP with Cardi B, and I've heard other songs with her, and I think she's a good-looking, talented person. He's attacking a man who is innocent until proven guilty for defending himself. Oh yeah, that's really I don't know, dude, I don't even know what his problem is. And to be quite honest with Rick Ross, he has got no room to be criticizing people. I don't know. I there's plenty you can criticize about Rick Ross, and bringing Breonna Taylor's name into it. Yeah, that's really stupid. There definitely seems to be more to that story than meets the eye. I have not really been following it because she was supposedly shot by Troy. Gotcha. So this I gotcha. Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong, okay? So the cop that shot her was involved in an exchange at the scene, and she got caught in the crossfires. And so now the cop white? Is that the issue? And he's getting blamed. And she was, essentially probably doing some stuff she shouldn't have been doing and being in a place that she shouldn't have been. And something really tragic happened. Yeah, race baiting. Yeah, I don't know, man. Rick Ross needs to avoid the whole Al Sharpton path and just be a cool dude. Hypocrisy, yeah, no, for sure, man. Yeah, and dude, you're freaking. I mean, I think you got some. I'm not to sound weird here, But you got some balls to be taking the positions that you're taking because, you're a person of color and, you like the positions that you take are not always popular, but they appear to be positions that you are earnestly holding, and it's not good just to go down with, groupthink, think for yourself. And I mean, I'm all over the place with my politics, so, I mean, I think right now I'm sympathizing more with the conservative side of the political spectrum, but I consider myself a Catholic socialist and a fan of Karl Marx, but I'm also a fan of Jesus Christ and elementary morality, and a strong work ethic and accountability and the working class. So, that's where my politics lie, and just the tribal thinking is a stupid, dangerous thing, and people need to not fall into that trap. And Rick Ross needs to, I don't know, man. Like, if he really believes that, he's entitled to his opinion. But it just seems like, he's with clout chasing. Yeah, I'm incompetent. You hear about the cop shooting out here the other week? I did not. You're my Cali Connect, man. You tell me what's going on on the West Side. Which, incidentally, I gotta tell you, as a friend who's like, hanging and banging in a place so famous for 90s rap music. But I also really want you to be safe and happy, too. By the way, my boss gave me shit. I said your boss gave me shit. My boss gave my shift to another employee by accident today. Is that a good thing? Do you get to just kind of relax? Dude, I gotta tell you, we were talking about this the other day, and, I really, really like my new teaching schedule, because they basically they make it so that the kids, rather than having a longer lunch, that they'll just end up getting into trouble in because they eat their food in 10 minutes, and then they're in a packed cafeteria, and fights will start or whatever. Now they basically just have about 10 kids in a classroom. They eat their lunch. I show them Boy Meets World. We joke around. It's very chill. And then because lunch is shorter, they basically let the kids out earlier. Hey, International Channel! I'm home today. That is awesome, Mr. Sinister. So I was just telling Mr. Sinister, the true Sinister, that my school day actually ends with the kids at 2 o'clock. And then I basically get a free period to plan and co-plan with the other 7th grade teacher who teaches social studies. And then I can actually run out to the gym and then pick up Santino. So it's my schedule, Sinister saying how his schedule today is good. I'm liking my schedule so far this year. And once again, digital teaching is I like it, man. It's good stuff. We had a game room when I was in high school. That's cool, man. I'd bring video games to my classroom, but I cannot multitask, and I don't want to get distracted. I also, as much as I like other gamer kids, like to kind of pal around and talk about video games, I kind of like my personal space too. So if I get a free period, I need to decompress. If I have a bunch of kids yes, I was home at Friday and it was awesome. And it was, good stuff. I was a little worried about how it was gonna go, but it actually went really smoothly. And, the only real snag in the day is that I had a free period at 10 o'clock, because that's my period where I would eat lunch normally at school. I always take an early lunch. My wife packs me a smoothie. I drink the smoothie. I correct some papers and just chill until the kids come in for study hall. And so I was really happy that this was going to be my day teaching from home because I was finally going to get to watch Matlock again. And they freaking preempted Matlock, and I was so pissed off that I went off on Instagram about it. It's freaking ridiculous, dude. I used to kick butt in Street Fighter and stuff. Yeah, well, we'll play some Street Fighter, man. We should actually find some way to play Street Fighter online with each other. But we'll also play some Street Fighter on the stream. And I got a couple kids now who do like Street Fighter. One of them was stupid enough to, try to say, I'll beat you in Street Fighter. He is not going to beat me in Street Fighter. Dude, I may be like horrendous at first-person shooters, but I'm pretty confident in my Street Fighter skills. Anyway, I've been talking for about 15 minutes, and just they've had the Sonic 2 demo on here. So, yeah, Nick saw me go off. Yeah. Let's play some Sonic here. So we're playing this on the PSP here. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess we have the A, B, and C set up here. This looks very nice on this monitor here. So Nick, an international channel, what we did was we actually got a HDMI to component converter, or sorry, component to HDMI converter, and it basically gets along really well with our gateway monitor. So now we can play PSP in the game room on a better monitor than what we were playing it on last week, which is much as I enjoy that Sansui LCD monitor, you know, from like 2008. It's not without its charm, but this gateway monitor is just much better for video games, and it's older too. It's just more versatile with its resolutions and get a nice clear picture. CRT is really, I think, good for these types of video games. Makes zero sense why MeTV would do that. No, it's so freaking stupid too, because that Bridge Street show is already on Channel 9. They don't need to freaking show it again on MeTV. So here's the deal, guys, for Sinister and International Channel. In Central New York, where I live, it's like I live like right under Syracuse, New York, okay? Where the Syracuse Orangemen play and all that stuff. So they've got like some kind of local news TV shows, right? And they've had this one on Channel 9 where they've desperately been trying to do their own Syracuse version of Regis and Kathy Lee, which is like really, I mean, it's not, the people don't know how to do banter. It is what it is, you know. Anyway, they have that show on the regular ABC. But then the ABC now, the Syracuse ABC has some antenna channels, one of which is MeTV, which was Matlock and Columbo. And so they would always show Matlock at 10 o'clock. But they decided now for the fall to basically show a Bridge Street rerun over Matlock, which is some bullshit, man, because I want to watch Matlock. I don't need to see these two idiots or do reruns of their crappy, you know, wannabe Regis and Kelly show. And I mean, it's like, I like local stuff. I like, quote unquote, I don't like to use the term cheesy because it's derogatory, but I like cheesy stuff. I insist on keeping cable because I want to see the local commercials. Like, I'm serious. Like, I want to see the ambulance chasing lawyers. I want to see the people who sell snapbacks and baggy pants. You know, I want like synthesizers in my commercials and 80s camera quality. So, but MeTV and SYR I thought were separate entities. Yeah, but SYR like has some kind of oversight over MeTV. Do traditional holidays in the school season get removed? Oh, I think only snow days get removed. But we still have Christmas break and everything like that. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of weird not to have snow days, but I don't know. I'll find some way to like have the kids watch Judge Mathis in A Christmas Story or something like that. I don't know. Speaking of Judge Mathis, he's getting into the race baiting thing too, but I like Judge Mathis. He's funny. You know, with his unique brand of tough love and sassy wisdom. Plus I like Doyle too, his like nerdy white sidekick, who's like, I don't want to like be derogatory, but I'll put it this way: they present him as quite the ladies' man. He's always got several honeys in his back pocket. But that's how they like portray him on the show. But he's this like really nerdy white dude, and then Judge Mathis is like this, you know, kind of cool black dude. He's like, yeah, man, I used to run with gangs, and now I'm a judge, you know? And here's my sidekick Doyle, and he's like Opie Taylor from the Andy Griffith Show. It's fantastic. For example, next year's summer season would be... I don't think so. I think our summer is the same and everything. I can't stand Bridge Street. It has its own digital signal. What? Like, we must get people to like this show. Bridge Street will now run 24 hours a day over the air. It used to be really weird. They used to have, like, what's it, like, Bridge Street with Rick and Julie was the first one. And those two had, like, no chemistry. You know, like, I don't know, it was just awkward. You know, but, like, they don't know what to talk about. They're just, like, you know, I was joking online. It's like, oh, well, I took the label off my generic peas and I couldn't tell the difference. You know, it's like, it's that kind of thing. My favorite thing I saw on Bridge Street, though, was, like, all the local Syracuse people were doing, like, their version of We Are the World. And it was being run by Joe from Joe Knows, you know, the lawyer, Joe Stanley. I really, really wish I had that on tape. The song wasn't anywhere nearly as good as We Are the World. It should have just been We Are the World, but they would just be talking about Syracuse. We are the world. We are the orange. We have a lot of crime and TV stations and one great big mall where people used to shop. Like that kind of thing, you know? Alright, let's see if we can navigate this terrain here without getting squished. I was teaching the kids, like, mnemonic devices on how to learn the United States today. And one of the things I taught them, like the bell ringer, was, what's something that's really important that you've remembered? And I showed them that I still remember the level select code to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And that I knew the codes for Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis as well. But I was like, yeah, it's because it's important, and I drilled it in. It was important to me, and I kept practicing it, so now I can still remember it. And then what I said is like, but you know, like learning your 50 states is probably not going to be as exciting to you as like cheating at a video game. But I'll teach you funny mnemonic devices to do it. Like Hannah Montana eats an Idaho potato in Wyoming, and my friend Connie T rode to the island, and you can't knuck a cow. Don't be punching cows with brass knuckles. You guys know that the Dakota twins that live in Nebraska are knockouts. That's how you learn North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma. See, with the presidential election coming up, you'll now know where all the states that Donald Trump wins are going to be. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not, actually. I do think he's going to win unless he does something insane, which he might do. Alright, we did it. Don't have a cow, man. Yes! Is this the game on the Mini? Nope, we're actually playing this on the PSP, actually. This is the Sega Genesis collection on the PSP. I actually was playing Rystar the other day. We'll actually play some of that. I want to redeem myself for how bad I was playing Rystar the other day. Although I've never been good at Rystar. I've never beaten that game. I have no pretense of being good at that game. I just don't want to be as bad as I was at it when I was falling asleep during the last live stream. Vector Man. I have a bootleg Mega Drive cartridge of Alex Kidd. I learned about the Dakotas because of Hog Wild / Road Wild and Surge. Oh yeah, cool, man. Yeah, I love those pay-per-views. I love one of Hollywood Hogan's early promos. And he's talking about who's going to fight the Giant for the WCW title. He's like, and when I fight the Giant in Sturgis with 700 Harley Davidsons, dude. You know, it's just like, I love those early NWO promos. You know, like what was so cool about that is that Hogan was still his over-the-top character, but he was inverted. Like he was still like a comic book character, but rather than being a superhero who's a supervillain. And I really dug that. I've seen people like, Kevin Nash or like various other talking heads like Sean Oliver, or even Eric Bischoff, who, like, I love Eric Bischoff, but the thing about Bischoff is, like, I don't think he really gets why he was successful. Like, he just, I don't know, I think he fell kind of ass backwards into stuff and was a smart enough guy to capitalize on it. Yeah, anyway, they're like, oh, well, Hogan, he didn't really understand how to be a bad guy at first, and it's like, or it's like he was still feeling out his oats in terms of having to be Hollywood Hogan. It's like, I don't agree with that at all. I think some of Hogan's best promos as Hollywood were his early ones, where he, did these, like, worked shoots, and, just, was really, like, an over-the-top insane lunatic. And, no, I mean, I love Hollywood Hogan. I mean, I like all of Hollywood Hogan's work. But yeah, some of my most favorite stuff is his really early promos. Oh, there's Rye Star taking a snooze. He's gonna grab a Chicka Cherry Cola off camera. Seeing the fourth closing to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has given me an increased liking for Cherry Cola. Because, the Savage Garden song. Playing this game really makes you wonder, what would Sonic have been like on Sega Saturn had Sonic Team stuck with it, I don't know, man. They just really had this thing with, it was in Sonic Crackers, too, and that turned into Knuckles Chaotix. For a while, they really liked this weird handcuff system. Oh, man, I was watching Roundabout. I'll be the roundabout. I really want to get a t-shirt that says "to be continued" with an arrow pointing. I wish I'd hurry up and do Stone Ocean. Like seriously, like, how are they not doing JoJo Season 6? Like, who is not liking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I mean, everyone likes it. Like, it's really popular in America. It's still popular in Japan. Why is this not happening? Like, why don't we have a new JoJo anime? I don't know. Beats me. Whoa. Can I hold on here? Whoa. There we go. Oh, man. Well, I'm still doing badly at this game, but at least I'm awake, I really think that the school I teach at can really engage students more if they really start making a lot of Dio references. Because I've said this before. Dio went to the school that I teach at. Like, Ronnie Dio went to Cortland. So, just make the whole school filled with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure memes. And, yeah, they'll definitely, it'll help student engagement. Alright, they should have replaced Rystar with the star from Carl's Jr., and they would make more money. Well, yeah, I mean, and the thing is, they've got Sonic's, too, that restaurant. So, they could do something with that as well. I really need to, like, spend more time with this game, because I am not good at it. I like the, come on, you punk. It's weird, because I'm used to playing this like Sonic or Mario, but it looks like you can't really jump on things. You just have to use your giant, you know, your freak hands to... Your Mr. Fantastic arms to, you know, fly around. Ooh, ah! There we go. What am I doing here? There we go. Bonus area, get the treasure. You know what? I mean, the next generation consoles are coming out, and I mean, I'm super satisfied with my Nintendo Switch. So, it looks like Nintendo's going to be keeping up with that, which is fine with me. Got it. I've never had Sonics in my life, nor have I. Yeah, we don't, I mean, like, the chain restaurants we have where I'm at, it's like we got McDonald's, Arby's, Burger King, Wendy's, Applebee's. We used to have Tim Hortons, Dunkin' Donuts. What else? Denny's. I can't think of, I know we've got some other ones. We got a Perkins. What am I doing here? So what do I do? Can I get this thing? PS5 was sold out well before noon. Interesting. I've heard Xbox One X is, not freaking, no, not Xbox One X. I don't even know what Xbox is calling their shit anymore. Like, just freaking call it something normal. Because I'm kind of interested, but at the same time, it's like, dude, like, what the freak, man? I don't even, like, there's, like, the Xbox One, and the Xbox One X, Xbox One S, Xbox Series X. Like, I don't even know. And, like, I'm someone who plays video games. I don't even know what the freak I don't even know what's what anymore with them. Either way, whatever their new console is, it looks... I like the design of it. The form factor is kind of interesting. And seems to have sold well thus far for pre-orders in Japan, which is interesting, because Microsoft doesn't really do well in Japan. You know, but they keep hanging in there, and Sony's kind of making a lot of the American-style games, so it'd be interesting to see if Microsoft kind of was able to up their Japanese game. But they'd have to get a coherent name for their system before that would even happen. Series X. The Xbox Series X. Not to be confused with the Xbox One X. Or, you know, they could have just said Sega brand the damn thing and call it a Dreamcast 2. That would have been a thing. You know, everyone would have bought that and be hyped for it. There's lots of Sega fans like me. That would also help them sell more in Japan, is to have Sega brand their stuff. Huh. Can I get up here? Yep, there we go. Ah, damn it! Alright, there we go. I think PS4 is still outsell the PS5 and Series X for the first 5 years of this decade. Probably. I like my PS4. Now, how do I get around this thing here? I think I just messed up here. I like this game. but it definitely is a lot. It's odd. Oh, here we go. Another one of these things here. Oh, that's it? Okay. Well, we beat the first level. That's something. I don't know if I should keep playing this or just be happy that I beat the first level on it. I'm thinking I should actually have... First of all, I'm really, really happy that this thing I ordered actually works. Because I was convinced that I wasted $22. But the fact that it's working makes me really happy. Oh, I'm dead. Alright. Screw it. We're quitting. Should we keep playing the Sega Genesis game? Original Game Boy and PS2 had long lifespans. Dude, I bought an original Game Boy not that long ago. I actually did a stream about it. I have a backlit lavender, like kind of 80s lavender and pink Game Boy. An old school one. It's backlit. It's phenomenal. Let's play some Altered Beast. Rise from your grave. Joseph Joestar. Sorry. Jonathan Joestar is about to get his sword of luck and pluck on Pluto TV. Seriously, you know, when I first found out about Pluto TV, I couldn't even believe it existed. Dun dun. Dun-dun-dun. I command you to rise from your grave and rescue my daughter. Sure thing, man. Come here, you blue dog pig. No! Don't leave me! Power up. You know, there's like people who actually don't like this game. Who the freak does not like Altered Beast? Like, what is there not to like about this game? Especially on the Genesis, man, or the Mega Drive. This thing looks a lot like the arcade version. It plays smooth. It's hard. I mean, that might be a little annoying. But a lot of these 16-bit games from the late 80s were difficult. That was how they kept you coming back for more. Speaking of this time period, Guy Jillionaire, my favorite YouTuber, actually just did a great video on, what's it called? The launch, the pack-in game for the TurboGrafx. Alex Courage, or Keith Courage. Alex Kid is what I'm thinking of. I'm actually surprised they didn't put that game on the PC Engine Mini. Will you go down, you stupid bad guy thing here? Go down. There we go. Whee! I always loved the little cutscenes in Altered Beast. You know, a couple of streams ago, I was thinking my PSP, the battery wasn't working, but I gave it a good charge, and I just left it unplugged, so I guess the battery didn't get over juiced, and it's been working fine. Power up. No! Come back, darn it. I remember I was watching an episode of Parker Lewis Can't Lose. They were really, getting some heaping some praise on Altered Beast. With good reason. Let's go over to my friend's house and play this. My friend's dad owns a pet. My best friend, well, I have two best friends from elementary school, and one of them his dad owns a pet shop, and he'd made a song called Domino Dancing. That's actually not true. Anyway, it was East End boys and West End girls. West End girls. Ah, darn it! There we go. No, literally, he would just like buy all. He was kind of like a kid at heart, and he like bought my best friend like the Turbo Graphics and the Sega Genesis and an NES. Like it was some good. He had some good shit, man. I remember like he had all those like early Sega launch titles, and we used to play the crap out of Altered Beast. You know, I actually forgot TurboGrafx existed, because I remember when I was in kindergarten and first grade, there was Nintendo, Sega, and there was a third system. And I had forgotten what that third system was called for a long time. I remember I went to Andrew, my friend. It was like 4th grade or something. Like, hey, do you remember there was like a third system besides Sega and Nintendo? He's like, yeah, it was TurboGrafx. I've got it. And then I went over and started to play it. But like PC Engine was like, you know, was like the freaking industry leader in Japan for a little bit, and they left a lot of those great games sitting on the shelf over there. Spider-Man. Wait, I'm sorry. The spider would be the main character. I'm sorry. No, would you make a Comic Zone mod in which you use your artwork in the background? Dude, if I know how to do that, that would be an honor and a privilege. I want to make another comic book now. Since I made one recently, I touched up Paolo and Noel, and I feel like I fixed. Ah, damn it! I feel like I fixed some of the positive and negative spacing on it. Made that comic back in 2016, so I definitely feel like I've grown as an artist. So I touched it up, but I would love to draw just a freaking new comic, but it's hard now that I'm back to full-time teaching. But I've regained an appreciation for drawing comic books, as opposed to, just drawing fan art, which I love doing fan art and my own original work as well. Come here. Ah, damn it. Ah, I'm done. Well, this has been fun. But I feel like we've really explored some nice highlights on the Sega Genesis game mix on the PSP. So why don't we venture over to our video game drawer and see what we find? We'll probably maybe interesting to play some Dissidia. What's Zappelli doing over here? Oh. Wrong drawer. No, isn't there? Where's my PSP games? Yeah, they're right here. It is the right drawer. They're with my VHS tapes. Oh, look, it's another At Game Sega. I forgot I had this one in there as well. Okay. Ooh, you know what we could do? We do have Rondo of Blood on the PSP. I have played very little of this version of Rondo of Blood. And then there's also Dissidia, which is awesome. And yeah, I think we'll be good with that. This is a highly underrated game, I think. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. This has got to be my favorite game on the PSP. It's a great action RPG prequel to Final Fantasy VII. I actually have to review Final Fantasy VIII, because not only have we eclipsed 800 subs, we're now at like 820. So we're doing well. And I've heard that once you reach 1,000 subs, YouTube really starts to kind of support you a little more, as opposed to kind of throwing you to the wolves. But yeah. I said we play Dissidia. Let's play Dissidia first, then we'll throw in some Castlevania. I've never been good at Castlevania. Actually, before we play that, I'm going to get some more soda. Not that you should have a ton of soda, but it's literally 80 degrees here. It's crazy because we went from 50 degrees to 80 degrees. In general, not to get crazy political, I think the Republicans actually have a big advantage on the Democrats on most of the issues, except for global warming. They don't act too intelligent when it comes to that, in my opinion. Regardless of whether global warming is man-made or not, which I think it is, but like regardless, let's even say you don't think it's man-made. There is no plane of logic where it's a good idea to just pump a bunch of crap into the atmosphere. Like, I have asthma, so, I mean, if I'm breathing in crap, I'm hacking. I can just think about what Mother Earth is doing. I have Pop Japan TV stuff recorded from International Channel. I'm a bit skittish about uploading it. Dude, this is the deal. I tried to upload some Pop Japan TV stuff, and it just got taken down. Like, immediately it got taken down. Like, you do your thing, because I actually tried to upload some Pop Japan TV, and Sony is pretty anal retentive about getting their stuff off of YouTube. Like, I can't remember what I uploaded off of Pop Japan TV. I think it was, I think it was actually there was like a TM Revolution special, and I tried to upload that episode because he was getting interviewed, and it got taken down right away. But, I mean, hey, Sinister. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. So, International Channel and I are talking about, uploading stuff on YouTube. We played some Altered Beast, and got a few levels in, and then died. And now I'm going to get some more Chicken Cherry Cola. We're going to play some Dissidia and some Castlevania on the PSP. So I will, It's like, this is going to be like a soda commercial, guys. Where am I? Right here, so. People can't tell the difference between Coke and its competitors. My friend asked for an old college graduation picture, and I went to find it. Please tell me you have an afro in that picture. I used to have an afro. I'm not being insulting here. I like straight up had the Italian afro, or the Jew fro, as they call it sometimes, except I'm not Jewish, you know. Not that there's anything, I mean, I actually, one of my favorite things to do, speaking about Jewish people, is I actually did like a research project on the local synagogue. It was actually really fun. I think I still have the key to that place. It was a very chill, nice environment. I like a cold drink on a summer's night. Or a early fall night. All right. I absolutely had an afro. Fantastic. Please tell me you had giant sunglasses and an afro pick. I'm part Jewish on my dad's side. Oh, nice. So you're going to get the fro from everywhere. Alright. Alright. Yeah, it's actually interesting. The Jewish immigrants in Cortland, they did not have as let me put it this way. They had a strong community, but it was not as present as either the Italians or the Irish, because there was not like a central factory location where a lot of the Jewish immigrants worked. A lot of them either owned small businesses or were kind of peddlers of scrap metal and things like that, or farmers, you know, so there wasn't like a centralized proletariat with a church like the Italians had. They had a synagogue, but it was small. And eventually it did get its own building, but for a while it was just meeting in, you know, like apartment buildings and things like that. But yeah, it's an interesting history. Really nice people. I actually, before COVID, was invited to go back and kind of revisit that project. And I had gotten all my stuff out, and then COVID hit, and all of a sudden, like, churches are closed, guys. The guy looks like Sasuke and Kaiba had a kid. Okay, we're going to... Let's do some arcade fighting here. It's been a while since I played some Dissidia. Can I just, what's going on here? I don't want to overwrite data. What is even going on here? The game was not saved. Perceived? Yeah. Can I just do a match, please? Cancel save, yes. Yes.
Might I be too late? No, I have to make it.
I thought there was like an exhibition mode on this. Or did I accidentally choose like an RPG mode?
Intervene and be slain.
So we got a knight character from the original Final Fantasy. I was talking to my friend who hacks PSPs, Jim, about getting me a translation, a fan translation of Symphony of the Night on PSP. Yeah, this is a cool game. It's really like Final Fantasy crossed with Dragon Ball style fighting. Again, it's been a long while since I've played it, but it's a great game. That was the final blow. I'm still mad that they didn't make Final Fantasy VII Remake turn-based. I feel your pain. I need to beat Final Fantasy VII Remake. I actually am not super... I mean, I would prefer it was turn-based. I did not mind the system that they had. It did feel pretty fresh. But I do think nothing beats a good, solid, turn-based experience.
We know how this will end.
With the strategy and the drama. So, am I, like, stuck in here? I don't know. I was sure there was an exhibition mode on this game where I had a bunch of different characters that I was playing as, but whatever. Well, let's do some fights here. I remember Cecil on this game. He could kind of be like a Ryu in Marvel vs. Capcom, where you could like kind of go back and forth between evil Ryu and normal Ryu. You could be like the Black Knight Cecil or the Paladin Cecil. Who is stronger than the Black Knight Cecil? Hey, Arrow, what's going on? Oh, yeah, sure, definitely. Any video you send me is always good, man. I just gotta practice more at that game. Because I just don't have a feel for it yet. But any video you send me is always good stuff. It is good to see you too, Arrow. We are playing some PSP once again. Then we're playing some Final Fantasy Dissidia. You know what? We're gonna like just go home here because I know there's an exhibition mode on this game here, and right now it's like I'm doing tutorial mode with the knight from Final Fantasy 1. Who, is fine. He just has no actual personality. We got a new component to HDMI converter that works very well with our gateway monitor. So that's good. And on deck, we have Symphony of the Night / Rondo of Blood. Actually, I don't think I've unlocked Symphony of the Night on that. So I guess we'll just do a little bit of Rondo of Blood here. Data install? Yeah, I don't know, man. Alright, screw it. Well, we'll explore this more a little later. I don't want to send you too much stuff. Dude, I don't really care. Just use your judgment. I'm never gonna be like pissy about you guys sending me videos. I mean, if I don't have time to watch them, I won't watch them. If I have time to watch them, I'll watch them. You know, like I mean, we definitely have similar tastes, so I'm not gonna poo-poo. Like, you know, hey Noel, here's something cool. Look at it, and then you know, if I can look at it, I'll look at it. Looks like you're playing Genesis games on it. Yep, yeah, I was playing the Sega Genesis collection, and then I popped in Dissidia, but I can't find my old games on Dissidia, so I'm a little bummed. So I popped out Dissidia because I figured we were just doing a kind of a tutorial intro mode with the one knight from Final Fantasy. So there's that knight from Final Fantasy 1, kind of like the generic main character. Now, I have not played a lot of this game. I said that earlier. So this is apparently like the PSP port of Rondo of Blood, which we do have on the PC Engine. Actually, it would be cool to pop the PC Engine on after playing some of this. See the difference between the two versions. This is pretty, but I definitely like the PC Engine graphics better. I think they're more charming and artistic. But this is some good stuff here. Not the human sacrificing, but it's well crafted. Oh yeah, thumbs downing all the way, man. I'm gonna screenshot a gigantic thumb down, and then I'm going to spam you with it. No, I mean, I truly don't care. I mean, I don't think you could possibly insult me unless you're sending me like weird stuff, but like I know that you're not like that, so you know. Or like weird, like harassing political stuff, which I know you're also not like. So, I mean, I'm just sure like you just send me like cool random video game and anime stuff, maybe some pro wrestling stuff. That's all stuff I like anyway. So, or hip hop stuff. You know, you send me that awesome Rick Ross in the club mix. That's some cool wallpaper. Let's go with this. Voice language, Japanese, hell yeah. Oh, I already started a game. We'll do a new one, though. They're showing some. Are they showing Lupin the Third on Retro? I don't know what they're showing. Some cool '80s movie. Showing some cool '80s. Oh, it's Lum. It's Urusei Yatsuda. Freaking death over here. Come on. Yeah, heads up, guys. I'm not good at Castlevania. I like it. I like the franchise. They still got the nice soundtrack here. Looks like they add a little more story dimension to this version, which is cool. Yeah, you got that right. Don't be one of those girls that likes vampires. Not one of those Twilight ninnies. I think the guy who's like Woodchuck and Cell, you know, his voice is just the best. This isn't like, he seems like Noriyuki something, I believe. Yes, there should be a Castlevania Darkstalkers crossover. That would be freaking awesome. The problem with that is it would make money, and nobody wants to make money anymore. Apparently. Well, actually, that's not true. They just put them all in pachinko machines. It's always weird how in Castlevania the hearts don't actually give you health, which has just always confused me. Good old Richter. We do have the Castlevania on the Mega Drive as well, which is actually really good. Bloodlines. Which is also the name of a Netflix show that apparently stopped being good after the first season. I was like make up my own lyrics to the opening to Bloodlines. It's a serious show. Bloodlines is a serious show. Also made my own jingle for the Xbox One. You're still the one! Xbox One! Evil Golem. Oh, come on! This game really is excellent. I don't know why I didn't spend more time with this game earlier. I still like the PC Engine version better. But this is great. We do have Super Castlevania as well. Or Castlevania 4, however you want to term it. Dude, these things just keep coming. Yeah, stuff on a 2D plane, I just think it works better for video games. I mean, 3D stuff is cool too, but I don't know. For me, nothing beats a good 2D side-scroller fighting game. I would love there to be a broken Matt Hardy Castlevania mod. We're just riding around on a lawnmower, having orgasmic delight. You can power up by playing a xylophone. I miss broken Matt Hardy. I wish he would do that character like how he did it in TNA. Ah! Prince Maxwell. Yeah, now Matt Hardy, he's going for like the, you know, I don't know. I'm whatever Matt Hardy I feel like being today. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, I would stick with broken Matt Hardy. Not that the other Matt Hardys aren't okay, but that's what that like Wake of Reincarnation was for within the Broken universe. The cool thing about broken Matt Hardy is he kept kayfabe, which is something that not a lot of people were doing, you know. Do we get evil Spyro the Dragon here? Ah, love that jingle. Again, better in the TurboGrafx PC Engine version, but it's still good. If you, like, look at the Japanese translation of the debate that Richter and Dracula have before their fight, like, the Japanese version is really deep. It's like this exchange of, like, Nietzschean, it's basically like Nietzschean ideas, kind of Nietzschean nihilism versus Christian idealism. It's really good. And then, like, you get the American translation of it, which is, like, not without its charm. But it's like, what is a man? The same could be said of all religions. You know, like, okay. Your words are as empty as your soul. Which, again, I'm not mocking this. I'm not, I mean, that dub is enjoyable, but the Japanese one, if you, like, look up the Japanese one, it's, like, it's really good. It's deep. It's like the Chomsky-Foucault debate on human nature. Except I think Richter is even more ethical than Chomsky. And Chomsky's ethical, don't get me wrong. Although I do think Chomsky has been caught pretty flat-footed on the Trump administration. He doesn't want to admit, like... I mean, I think he was fairly flat-footed on Reagan's proletarian appeal as well. That's, like, a thing with a lot of leftists, though. They seem to be kind of tone-deaf in terms of why people on the right vote Republican. It's not just false consciousness of stupid people. Or they've been duped by a massive hegemonic capitalist system. Supposed to be a sequel on the PC. Oh, hang on a second. Noel, did you have the PCFX or heard about it? I have heard about it for sure. I have not had the PC. I don't have the PCFX. I wish I did. I only have the PC Engine Mini. Supposed to be a sequel, but was prematurely pulled off the market. That sucks. Probably because the TurboGrafx wasn't doing well outside of Japan. My response to that is, sell it in Japan, and then, you know, if it sells well in Japan, bring it here, and try to breathe some life into the TurboGrafx. Make it a pack-in game. Game over. Well, I think that was a pretty, I mean, outside of, when we did like a match or two on Dissidia, we didn't do anything super in-depth, but why don't we, we'll switch gears here. So I'm super happy that the PSP is actually working on an actual monitor now. So that's cool. Why don't we play some, we'll play some PC Engine. We'll kind of contrast the PSP version to the PC Engine version. So I'm just going to swap a couple plugs here.
Ready to pair.
There you go. My speaker is trying to play Matchmaker over here. Political ads. Claudia Tenney. She eats babies. Oh my gosh. So there's these really funny political ads aimed against this lady named Dana Balter, who's like this wide-eyed women's history professor. And she's like, I don't know, like any picture she takes, she looks pretty much insane. And so like her opponents just have the easiest time finding bad pictures of her. It's actually very funny. Is this, I think it's actually Star Parodier. Do a round or two on this. This is a really good game. I just use the PC Engine. Because why not? Here's another example of a good game that was left to sit in Japan. Like, seriously, dude, what the freak were they thinking? I mean, I guess I'm fine that they did it because I'm a big Sega Genesis fan, but they had really, really good games in Japan that they just did not release here, and I have no idea. The box art on their games was freaking terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I just think at the time people were just, I don't know. They didn't care that stuff did well in Japan. I mean, they cared, but not enough to test it out. Sega tested it out, though. They brought over all their Japanese games on the Genesis. I mean, they rebranded them. Like, you know, Timely Sort of Baseball and Pat O'Reilly's Prostate Challenge or whatever. Nolan Ryan Dirt Biking. None of these games actually existed. I'm just making them up. There was Time in the Sort of Baseball, though, and there was Pat Riley Basketball. Does it have Tokimeki Memorial? Yes, it does. It's in Japanese, but it has it. No, that's great. I love my PC Engine Mini. I mean, it's basically the same size as a PC Engine. I mean, it would be cool if they let you put Hue cards in it. That would really be the ultimate, but... But, I mean, it comes packed with a lot of really good PC Engine games. And TurboGrafx games as well. If you hit select on the screen, it turns the menu screen shifts into TurboGrafx mode, and then you get the, less good American box art, to say the least. And the background music changes, and the background wallpaper changes to complement the TurboGrafx more instead of the PC Engine. Because I've survived long enough, I get to be partaking in the dispensing of bullet hell. That it? No, guess not. I have beaten this game. I have a review of it on the channel. I mean, I did use save states toward the end. Because it was getting really hard and I wanted to beat the game. Tell you one thing about my work is I would keep everything pretty much about the current school year's way of doing things, except for masks. Like, the masks are just really tired. I feel like I've been working like a month already. But I don't mind the work, at least with this format. You guys have heard me complain about teaching before, but I'm very content with how things are going right now. Yeah, ship's going down. International channel, are there fan translations of Tokimeki Memorial? This system also has Snatcher, but it's in Japanese, which shows how stupid the makers of this are. Like, if they really wanted to get the American market, where Snatcher is super rare, they would have put an English translation of Snatcher on this thing. Ah! Oh, man. I can feel myself starting to get a little tired here, but it shouldn't impact my reflexes too badly. Worst case scenario, we'll just pop in some Street Fighter. That'll get the adrenaline pumping. I haven't seen any. Said we were going to play some Dracula X. PC Genjin. And here is Bonk. Look at all this beautiful box art. Hue card. Fantasy Zone. Yeah, this game's really good. This Ginga Fukel Densetsu Sapphire. There's Tokimeki Memorial. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Since we've been talking about it. I know we're on our way to play some Rondo of Blood, but how about some Tokimeki? Hey, Tony! Yes. Sweet, sweet PC Engine. It will never let us down. International channel was just talking about Tokimeki Memorial, so I popped that on. Even though I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know how well we're going to be able to play this thing, but we do get some nice credits here. I'm going to pump the volume here. So Tony, you'll be pleased to know we got the PSP up and running on the Gateway monitor. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. I'm just absorbing the awesome here. Oh, goody. Name entry and no ABCs. I remember you were having trouble with the sound, right? Yes, I was. And I still am having trouble with that one chord, but I bought a converter and it actually is working fine now. This is not my birthday, but whatever. My blood type. I don't even know what my blood type is. Ah, come on. Why can't I play this here? There we go. I think I got it. Ooh, spring is here. And for love to blossom and children to graduate from their educational obligations. Definitely, this game definitely looks like a PC game from the 80s from Japan, which is a high compliment coming from me. This is why I love your stream. Oh, thank you, man. This guy here looks like he's having a seizure. But he's still lucid enough to flirt, so that's good. Beautiful artwork here. This guy looks like he could have villainous intent. Or maybe he's just the ladies' man with villainous intent. So it looks like I'm smitten here. Yeah, Fujisaki-san. Well, we're definitely seeing all the kids who like each other here.
あ、今お前のこと見たぜ。あの子知ってるのか。へえ、そうなのか。じゃあ彼女の誕生日は。血液型は。
I think this is in Japanese. If I was having to actually read English, I'd be extremely tired.
フリーサイズは。よし、チェックだチェック。ま、女の子のことで知りたいことがあったら俺に連絡しな。力になるぜ。それよりもお前この高校の伝説知ってるか。
Okay.
ほら、そこの窓からでっかい木が見えるだろ。
Maybe he's got pink eye.
あの木の下で女の子に告白されると永遠に幸せな感
He's
じ。
like, oh, I'm talking to a girl I like. Let me keep one eye closed the entire time of the conversation.
誰が言ったか知らないが羨ましい話だな。
I mean, as much as I'm enjoying this game, and I am, yeah, I don't think this is going to be the most conducive, especially considering the language barrier, to play a lot longer in terms of streamee engagement. Also, my ability to stay awake. Is this a picture of the Kingpin? Alright, well, this has been fun. We'll revisit this more another time. There's Dracula X. Yeah, I don't know if I said this or not, but I should be getting a pink cartridge Super Nintendo / Super Famicom game of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Promise to request a fighting game next time. Nah, man. Request whatever you want. So now you're going to see the original version of this game as opposed to the PlayStation one we just played. PSP. So tired for a second. The graphics are so good on this that out of the corner of my eye, I thought I was playing the PSP version, and then I'm like, oh no, this is actually the it's done in 2D artwork, which I actually prefer a lot more to 3D artwork. Good job on Konami hiring some German voice actors. Yeah, since Urusei Yatsuda is on Pluto TV, I mean, I'm definitely thinking there's supposed to be a good Famicom game premised on that. Oh yeah, I have saves. Oh look, we beat the level already. Music is definitely better in this version. Oh yeah, bats. I forgot about them. Bats are friends with the skeletons. That's what they say in high school. That crow out of here. Ah. Alright, let's keep moving and grooving here. Ah, you darn bird. Blends right in with the background, especially when you're, starting to get drowsy. But bright, bold, vivid colors. This is, I mean, the visual presentation of this, I think, despite the fact that the other one's got, like, all kinds of polygons and whatnot, this is, I think, a lot more interesting looking, easy to play, and visually charming. So I'm definitely a fan of two-dimensional fighting games. Ah. Game over. Wow, that didn't go well at all. I want to do like one more game. We're gonna wrap up the live stream because I'm starting to get tired. What to play before we hit the hay? There's Snatcher. Let's try this one. This one looks pretty fun. Is Maria supposed to be the reincarnation of the girl who was sacrificed in the intro? Probably. I have no idea. Oh, this game's already got my approval. Some cool 80s music, some cool 80s ships, some cool 80s, early 90s coloring techniques digitally. Playing through our intro here. This game looks like it's pretty inspired by Neon Genesis Evangelion. Definitely holding its own in the music department. Okay. Looks like these guys are descending to Earth. Sure, they come in peace with their lasers. Alright, this is fun, and I really do want to watch more of this, but for the purposes of brevity, we'll forego the opening, which does look great. Ooh, bass. Huh, not anymore. Wow, that was an ordeal. Yeah, good call. Making this an actual Contra game here. Not Contra, but Contra style, you know? Definitely always need a spot for games like that. The run and gun. Alright. Need some advice here. I wonder how I can switch my life back to normal. Wee! That's no good. Ugh, alright. Well, that was enjoyable. Despite the fact that I did very poorly on it. Well, guys, I hate to do this, but we are approaching the hour 40-minute mark, and we are actually getting pretty close to midnight. And with my day today, I was actually up late doing lesson plans, and then up early, less early than I would be up if I actually drive to school, but it was a pretty long night and a pretty busy day, and I'm feeling myself starting to fade. I may very well try to do another stream over the weekend. I might be able to try to squeeze one in on Saturday night. What to play before you hit the hay is your catchphrase. Yes, it is. I should get that on a shirt. Yeah. So I think I am going to hit the hay. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream. It's like kind of an hour 40-minute stream here. Watch some JoJo, watch some Pluto TV, watch some Urusei Yatsuda, watch some YouTube videos. Do your thing. Next time, I'm thinking we'll check out the At Games Sega Genesis. Thank you so much. It's been fun having you guys here. I'm sorry. I know, over the summer I was streaming a lot longer, but definitely less was going on too. I'll try to sneak in a stream tomorrow night, and we'll check out some more obscure stuff. Check out the At Games Sega Genesis. Maybe we'll try to play some Psycho Fox or something like that, and then see where that leads. So until next time, gang. My name is Noel. Thank you so much for tuning in, your friendship, and your tolerance of my nonsense. See you soon. Bye-bye. Upon breaking through the darkness and getting off the train,